The roar of the crowd explodes like thunder, a symphony of cheers echoing through the stadium. Flags wave, faces painted with national pride, the world united in a shared passion for the beautiful game. Every 4 years, the FIFA World Cup ignites a global spectacle, a crucible where national heroes are forged and memories are etched into sporting history. But beneath the dazzling veneer of competition and camaraderie, a disquieting truth lurks. Whispers of corruption, shrouded dealings, and questionable practices cast a long shadow. Is the beautiful game, so beloved by billions, tethered to an ugly business built on a foundation that crumbles under scrutiny? Join us as we embark on a journey to peel back the layers of secrecy and delve into the troubling underbelly of FIFA, the organization that holds the World Cup in its glittering grasp. This isn't just about football. It's about the fight to preserve the integrity of a sport that brings the world together. Buckle up, because we're about to expose the truth behind the beautiful game. Corruption allegations. In May 2015, the seemingly unshakable world of FIFA came crashing down. The US Department of Justice unveiled a damning indictment, a 47-count, 164-page accusation outlining a web of corruption that had ensnared FIFA for over 2 decades. The alleged scheme involved a staggering $150 million in bribes. 7 high-ranking FIFA executives, accustomed to hobnobbing with footballing royalty, found themselves in a far cry from their usual opulent surroundings. They were arrested in a dramatic raid at a luxury hotel in Zurich, Switzerland. The plush interiors of the hotel contrasted sharply with the accusations of greed and corruption swirling around them. The scandal sent shockwaves through the global footballing community. Fans were left reeling, questioning the integrity of the sport's governing body. The very process for awarding the coveted World Cup hosting rights, a pinnacle achievement for any nation, fell under suspicion. Allegations of backroom deals and bribery cast a dark shadow over the beautiful game. The indictment detailed a complex bribery scheme that stretched back over 20 years. Investigators alleged that FIFA officials solicited bribes in exchange for lucrative media and marketing rights for major tournaments, including the World Cup. These bribes allegedly involved influential sports marketing executives and football federation officials from across the Americas. Fallout and reform. The scandal triggered a domino effect. Several FIFA officials were indicted, suspended, or resigned. Sponsors distanced themselves from the organization. In the wake of the scandal, FIFA implemented a series of reforms aimed at increasing transparency and accountability within the organization. However, the scars of the 2015 scandal continue to serve as a stark reminder of the need for constant vigilance in protecting the integrity of the sport. Exploitative labor practices. The 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar will forever be etched in footballing history. However, the dazzling stadiums and world-class infrastructure cast a long shadow, concealing a troubling reality: the exploitation of migrant workers who made this spectacle possible. Reports from human rights organizations paint a grim picture. Amnesty International documented, according to Amnesty International, invalid URL removed, the plight of thousands of migrant workers subjected to harsh working conditions. The workers, primarily from South Asia, faced a brutal system often referred to as kafala, which ties their immigration status to their employer. This system has been linked to numerous abuses, as many workers reported being deceived about their wages and working conditions before arriving in Qatar. They were often forced to pay exorbitant recruitment fees, plunging them into debt before even starting work. Migrant workers toiled for grueling hours, often exceeding 60 hours a week, under Qatar's scorching desert sun. The Guardian reported, according to The Guardian, invalid URL removed, at least 6,500 migrant workers from India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka died in Qatar between 2010 and 2020, though the exact number linked to World Cup projects remains unclear. Safety protocols were reportedly inadequate, leading to a high number of injuries and even deaths. The lack of proper hydration and heat stroke prevention measures in extreme temperatures further exacerbated the risks. The human cost of the 2022 World Cup is a stark reminder of the ethical responsibility that comes with hosting such a prestigious event. Profit over passion. The shadow of profit looms large over the FIFA World Cup, raising concerns that the beautiful game is being overshadowed by commercial interests. Critics argue that FIFA prioritizes financial gain above the spirit of the sport, creating a system that alienates fans and potentially compromises sporting integrity. Soaring ticket prices are a prime example. With the World Cup seen as a guaranteed moneymaker, tickets often reach astronomical costs, effectively shutting out many fans who can't afford the hefty price tag. This pricing structure excludes a large portion of the global fan base, who are left watching the games from afar instead of experiencing the electrifying atmosphere in person. Furthermore, the ever-increasing presence of corporate sponsors heavily influences the event. While sponsorships provide vital funding for the World Cup, some critics argue that this influence can seep into the sporting side. Concerns exist that sponsors might have a say in scheduling, broadcasting rights, or even team selection, potentially compromising the integrity of the competition. This raises questions about whether the World Cup prioritizes the best teams competing on a level playing field or caters to the interests of its corporate partners. Ultimately, the tension between profit and passion creates a complex situation. While FIFA needs revenue to operate and stage the World Cup, prioritizing financial gain at the expense of fan accessibility and sporting integrity risks, alienating the very heart of the sport. Finding a balance between generating revenue and ensuring the beautiful game remains accessible and untainted is crucial for the future of the FIFA World Cup. Environmental concerns. The shimmering allure of the FIFA World Cup often masks a dark environmental reality. The rapid construction sprees that accompany each tournament leave a trail of ecological damage. Mega stadiums rise from the ground in a matter of years, guzzling up enormous amounts of energy during construction and operation. These energy demands often rely on fossil fuels, pumping greenhouse gases into the atmosphere and accelerating climate change. The issue is particularly acute in arid regions like Qatar, where the 2022 World Cup raised serious concerns. Desert landscapes require vast quantities of water for construction purposes, straining already limited resources. The construction of temporary structures for a single event, meant to dazzle the world for a month, generates mountains of waste, further burdening the environment. This environmental toll isn't unique to Qatar. Each World Cup seems to leave a similar footprint. Rainforests are cleared for infrastructure development, delicate ecosystems disrupted, and the fragile balance of nature thrown off kilter. The insatiable desire for spectacle and profit often overshadows the long-term environmental consequences. The beautiful game risks becoming an ugly stain on the planet if these practices continue. The future of the World Cup hinges on finding a way to celebrate athleticism while minimizing its ecological impact. Sustainable solutions, renewable energy sources, and responsible construction practices are crucial if the World Cup is to retain its magic without leaving a trail of environmental destruction in its wake. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this dark look at the business side of the beautiful game. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Don't forget to also share this video with your friends who are football fans. Let's get the conversation going.